Let's do a preview of one of the top golf destinations in Colorado. It's the golf club at Bear Dance, and it's definitely should be on your list for courses that you need to play. So this is the first hole. It's a par 4, 438 yards. A good tee shot will get you right about 260, and then that remaining distance is about 178 to the front, close to 200 to the back. Moving on to par 2, it's a par 3. Plays a little bit uphill, so you're definitely going to have a good tee shot. That bunker on the right tends to cause a lot of problems, I know for me, at least in the past. And we're on the third hole now, which is a par 4, and a good 300-yard drive will put you right where you need to be with a 100-yard out. So it plays a little bit flat, like it's not too much elevation change, so should be a good drive off the tee box and set yourself up for success. Those bunkers on the right and left, though. This is hole 4. It's a par 4, another 414 yards. This one's going to force you to lay up pretty much. I mean, you can hit a good tee box, but you really have to get around those trees on the left. And once you do, then you have a nice 180-ish yard approach shot, depending on how far you hit your drive. But for a lot of folks, that bunker right there on the right-hand side is going to cause a little bit of issue. I know for me it has as well. And then this is hole 5, which is a par 5. You're playing uphill on this one. You really have to have a good tee shot here. Those bunkers on the right, again, try to avoid those. But 250 will put you in a good spot here. From there, you're going to want to try to focus on staying on that left-hand side there. The closer to the left you can be, I think, is in the best position, but you're still going to have to hit uphill on that third shot. So it's an elevated green. You're looking at like 127 to the front, probably 150 to the back. Then we're on a hole 6, which is a par 4. This is the famous hole at Bear Dance, as you can see, like the bunkers, which is the bear paw. It tends to get a lot of camera angles, things like that. People love taking pictures here, but 300-yard drive will put you on the green. You're playing downhill, so you definitely have a chance at it. It's just a matter of if you want to risk it and end up in those bunkers potentially, because it's a 2-tiered green. It's really tough. Hole 7 is a par 3. That pond on the left is brutal. It's plays downhill, but again, the distance there is kind of weird. So you kind of want to focus on that right-hand side. Hole 8 is another par 5. This one's super long. A good tee drive will hit you like in a 260, 270 range, but anything on the left, you're screwed. So you can't really go left here. You have to go right. And there's hills on the right which kind of prevent you from seeing the next shot. So definitely consider a layup here to like right around this range, put you about 130, 100 yards out. Because again, there's a huge hill on the right, kind of blocks your vision. But if you want to go for it, I mean, by all means. Again, you're going to be hitting uphill here, so the idea is to just play the elevation change as it is. Hole 9, to wrap up the front, is another par 4, 465 yards, so a nice drive, about 300-yard range. Leaves you with about 160 left, but the bunkers on the right definitely cause a little bit of issue. The miss here is left because it tends to open up a little bit more. Not too much slope really that you're playing with here. It's kind of just a flat hole. This will get us to the back 9 after this hole. And I personally think the back 9 is probably the best back 9 in Colorado. Hole 10 opens up par 4, 420 yards. And you're playing a little bit uphill here. With that being said, there's water on the right. And then that second shot, you're looking at like 160 to the back of the green, 135 to the pin. Hole 11 is a par 4, and you're going to want to try to stay to the right here. Anything left is a bad miss, but anything right, you'll still have a chance to make it to the flag. 196 to the back, 140-ish to the front. For me, I'll probably be close to that bunker that's on the right-hand side. And then hole 12, which is a par 3, this one's a fun one for sure. It's downhill, so elevation change, and those bunkers are a problem. I've landed in them a couple times, but 173 roughly to the pin. It's a fun one. So that gets us to hole 13, which is another long par 5. This one is super long. You're playing uphill this entire time. So honestly, just getting to the fairway here is huge. You're going to end up probably on the right-hand side with not much visibility. And so that second shot is going to be crucial. You really want to get right towards where my marker is here, about that 142 yards, 142, and give you a nice little 60-yard chip to the end here. But again, that one's uphill as well. And then hole 14, you're playing downhill on this one. This one's a really fun hole, probably one of my favorite. Nice dog leg left, so anything to the right, you'll still have a chance. The miss is definitely to the left, though. If you can hug those trees on that inside line, you'll definitely set yourself up for a good position and a chance to make par here. I know that's definitely what I'm going to be trying to do. And it's not too crazy once you get to the fairway. You just have that bunker that's on the left-hand side that you obviously want to dodge. 211 to the back and rolling 180-ish to the front, so keep that in mind. Then hole 15 is a par 4, 395 yards, a little bit shorter here, so a good drive will set you up for a lot of success. Pretty wide open too, not too many bunkers on the left or right, so just that rough is really long, so you definitely want to hit the fairway here. Give yourself a nice little 100-yard chip shot to the front, and that'll set you up for a good hole 16, which is another par 4, 393 yards. Downhill, so it's another fun one. And you'll definitely get a lot of rollout on this one, so I've seen people hit that water and go in. Then hole 17 is another par 3. It's probably one of my favorite holes in Colorado. There's a waterfall. You're playing uphill, so while it looks 120 to the back, it feels further than that. And then you wrap up with hole 18, which is another par 5. Again, this course has just monster holes. They're so long. So 280 will get you right about that first bunker. And then for me, I'll be laying up like a little 180-yard shot. You're 200 yards to that bunker, so I'll probably hit a good fairway wood right here. Try to get to that 230 mark, and then finish out the third shot once I get there. For me, it's really just a matter of which club I hit, and that's it.